Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Livingston, and this is a watering can. And in a matter of minutes, you'll discover the reason why a simple watering can could potentially be the key to living a much healthier, vibrant, and blissful life. Curious? View this presentation all the way to the very end, and you'll discover, first of all, what might be causing you to feel so tired, bloated, overweight, or depressed, and a simple yet effective way to potentially free yourself of these complaints. Second, you'll discover a little-known but extremely dangerous health threat that faces all of us today. There could be a hidden parasite inside of you right now, secretly and silently causing many of your health issues. And it's something we all have in us, and it can quickly take over your entire body if it isn't stopped. Third, I'll show you how to start rebuilding a rock-solid immune system without expensive doctors and complicated prescription drugs or crazy diets. Now, I'll probably be taking this presentation down in the near future, so please watch the whole short video right now while you still can. You may think you've tried or seen it all when it comes to your health and weight problems, yet I'm certain you've never seen anything like what I'm about to reveal to you today. First, however, I want to tell you a very touching story about someone that I'm extremely proud of. Her name is Kelly, and her story is so painful and so personal that I was really unsure whether or not to include it in this video. So brace yourself and make sure to keep your eyes glued to the screen. Deal? But before I begin, I do want to tell you something. You may already know that I'm considered to be one of the world's top experts on health and weight problems. But if I'm honest, that hasn't always been the case. Frankly, it's taken me years and working with literally thousands of patients to get where I am today. I owe my reputation and authority entirely to all the things that my patients have taught me. People with exciting results similar to Kelly, whose story I'm about to share with you. On December 20th, 2004, Kelly, who was finding even the short walk between her car and her house to be almost impossible, checked herself into a heart hospital. She had braced herself for the worst, but was still unprepared when the doctor told her the brutal news. The main artery to her heart was 95% blocked. Absolutely shocking. Particularly given the fact that Kelly was only 36 years old. And even though it was Christmas, and Kelly was the single mother of 3 young children, she was rushed to surgery. The good news is that the operation was successful. The bad news was that Kelly was condemned to a lifetime of taking 10 prescription drugs a day. Well, 9 years after her heart surgery, she felt awful, worse than ever. She was tired all the time. She could barely breathe. Her nose was congested, her eyes were runny, her head was buzzing, and let's not even talk about her stomach. Kelly suffered from all kinds of digestive problems, the worst being chronic, excruciatingly painful acid reflux. Well, finally, Kelly decided that her life, which was terribly unhealthy and unhappy, just wasn't going to get any better unless she took action. And she did. Just like you're about to today. Still, it took one event to push Kelly over the edge so that she finally came to grips with her health challenges. Tired of feeling lousy all the time, she decided she needed an expert opinion. She first underwent a battery of tests and then organized a meeting with her cardiologist and regular doctor to discuss the results. The day of her appointment, Kelly got up the courage to get in her car and make the long drive across town. Nothing could have prepared her for what happened next. After a moment of silence, the 2 grim-faced physicians simply said to Kelly, "We have good news. You are 100% okay. All your tests came back just fine. Perhaps all this is just in your head." The second she heard, "It's all in your head," was the moment Kelly knew that she had hit rock bottom. She knew everything was not just fine. She was certain all her health issues weren't just in her head. She wasn't imagining how bad she felt all the time, the constant fatigue and the congested nose, the stomach in turmoil, the weight gain. She felt utterly and completely alone, and that no one understood her, not even her own doctors. And at that very instant, when the doctor said to Kelly that everything was okay when things were clearly not okay, she drew a line in the sand. Right then, right there, Kelly decided something very important. I will never, ever feel this way again, and I will solve this horrible feeling of always being unhealthy or die trying. Kelly vowed that she would read numerous books and scour the internet and pick the brains of top experts in order to figure out why she was feeling so bad, even though her traditional doctors kept insisting that everything was all right. And on her journey, Kelly found a valued member of our team. And through this, came up with a super simple solution to her problems that changed her life forever. In 30 short days, the results she had gotten were far better than one could ever imagine. Kelly's acid reflux and GI tract issue disappeared. Her eyes were clear, her nose no longer runny. She cut the number of medications she was taking in half. She quite literally could breathe again. She had finally got her life back just by adding one simple thing to her daily routine. And today, in this presentation, I'm going to share exactly what she did to get these extraordinary results. This is a special plan designed with you in mind. Folks like us who are sick and tired of, well, feeling sick and tired. For those of us who won't accept that feeling bad all the time is normal. For those of us who want to live our life to the fullest and tap into the energy of full, vibrant health. For those of us who are eager to enjoy the well-being and confidence only possible when we feel good with our bodies. But before I cover all the details with you, I feel I must warn you about the real problem you face today. The invisible, little-known reason why you, and millions of others like you, may find it so difficult to feel 100% healthy or lose weight. And why feeling yucky is neither your fault or something you are just imagining. The inescapable fact is that you've been lied to for years. And these lies are keeping you from accessing the healthy, fit life you deserve. One of the lies that has always irritated me the most is this idea that if you have health or weight problems, it's simply because you don't have enough self-discipline. Well, while that's the case with some, the vast majority would have plenty of discipline if they saw results from their initial effort. Another lie is that if you would just follow some magical diet or use a special exercise gadget, translation, buy another product from some big weight loss company, and everything will be miraculously solved. Well, just know this. Countless other smart men and women have fallen victim to these rather clever lies. But you really must stop believing them because they have absolutely nothing to do with the truth. The truth is, the answer is not found in the latest diet gimmick or exercise craze. The true villain, the real cause of your problems, could actually come from the most unlikely and surprising of places, your gut. Or more specifically, the bacteria in your gut. One of the world's most famous doctors was an ancient Greek physician named Hippocrates. What he said was that all disease begins in the gut. And while he lived more than 2,000 years ago, we are now just beginning to understand just how right he was. And over the past 2 decades, science has confirmed that gut health is critical to overall health. The digestive system isn't just about your plumbing. It's actually considered to be your second brain. That's because a big majority of the chemicals that affect your hormones, your immune system, your behavior, and your emotions all originate in your digestive system. So, if your gut has problems, you probably have problems. Everywhere. An unhealthy gut contributes to a wide range of ailments, including weight gain, depression, sinus problems, digestive issues, autoimmune disorders, fatigue, and bloating. Very simply, this problem has reached epidemic proportions and presents a very real and serious health threat to all of us. So, let me ask you, are you one of the 60 to 70 million Americans that are affected by digestive diseases every year? Poor digestive health can play a role in slowing down your metabolism, storing fat, weakening your immune system, and killing your energy levels and ultimately making you vulnerable to disease. This is why many doctors, myself included, believe that the promotion of intestinal health must be a top medical priority for the 21st century. There are as many as 100 trillion microbes in your belly. That's crazy, right? I mean, that's a huge number. Really, almost unimaginable. $1 trillion bills, if you were to lay them end to end, stretch from the earth to the sun and back, with a lot of miles to spare. All these tiny organisms form a crucial inner ecosystem that affects so many aspects of your health, including your vulnerability to disease and even your ability to lose weight. I also want to mention that all these trillions of microbes are not created equal. Some are good, while others are bad. So the good guys, the healthy bacteria known as probiotics, help you digest food, absorb much-needed nutrients, and guard against disease. If the bad bacteria takes over, they can cause a lot of problems, including allergies, depression, fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. And many experts state that the ideal balance between good and bad bacteria in your gut should be 85% good and 15% bad. When this ratio is out of balance, you're out of balance. And all the crazy diets and exercise or self-discipline in the world is never going to repair that. Okay, so now you know the problem, and the real reason why your health could have been compromised for all these years. We've established that the real villain, besides the lies that you've been told, could actually be your gut. And one of the best ways to make sure that you keep your digestive system healthy is to make sure that you have just the right balance between good and bad bacteria. Okay, but how exactly do you ensure that healthy balance? Well, that brings me to the 3 tips that I'd like to share with you today. These are some of the most important tips that I share with my clients here in Carmel, Indiana, so that they can improve their overall health and well-being. And a quick reminder that I'll be saving my favorite, most life-changing tip for last. So make sure you listen all the way to the end. Tip number 1. One way to promote a healthy gut is to feed the good bacteria in your digestive system. This brings me back to the subject of the watering can. Remember the one that I mentioned at the very beginning of this presentation? I like to think that your intestines, with all of the microbes in it, is just like a garden with flowers. And like any garden, your intestine needs to be looked after, watered correctly so that the good stuff, for example, flowers or good bacteria, grows. And the bad stuff, like the weeds or bad bacteria, which includes the harmful parasite that I mentioned earlier, doesn't take over. And one of the best ways for you to water the good bacteria in your intestinal garden is to ingest certain natural, unprocessed foods. This is because bad bacteria and this harmful parasite thrives on processed foods that are filled with tons of refined sugar, while good bacteria loves healthy, natural options, cultured foods like raw milk, yogurt, and fermented vegetables. So, just picture it. Eating the right foods will water your intestinal garden in just the right way, so you can look and feel terrific. However, there's a major problem with this approach. A lot of yogurts are highly processed and full of sugar, so they aren't always that great at delivering the necessary probiotics. This brings me to my second topic, crucial to making sure your intestinal garden is healthy. Cut down on the use of unnecessary antibiotics. Did you know that the antibiotics that we take to make us healthy can actually do the exact opposite? One thing's for sure, antibiotics wreak absolute havoc on our digestive systems. A recent Stanford University study showed that antibiotics completely disrupt the ratio between good and bad bacteria in your gut. Antibiotics are like driving a lawnmower through your intestines. They basically destroy a lot of the healthy bacteria in your gut, leaving you unbalanced and even more vulnerable to disease. But there's a simple solution that can get your digestive system to top form, which leads me to my last tip. What would you think if I told you that you can water your intestinal garden, helping to create more optimal balance between the good and bad bacteria in your gut without having to follow any special diet or guess if you're ingesting the right level of probiotics? All you have to do is take 4 super easy to take drops twice a day. It can help with chronic fatigue, sinus and allergy issues. It can even help you lose weight and feel happier than you have felt in years. At this point, however, you have a choice to make. Choice number 1, simply continue on as you always have, accepting a life half-lived because you aren't completely healthy. Or consider the second choice. Choice number 2, which helps you stop suffering both physically and mentally and start living in a vibrant, energetic new way. Again, I'm Dr. Charles Livingston, and I'm a certified chiropractic physician, wellness practitioner, advanced nutritionist, and best-selling author. And I've helped hundreds of thousands of patients with their health and weight-related goals. And I'd like to introduce you to the same good bacteria solution I recommend to all my clients, PerfectBiotics. This radically simple yet effective product contains the exact same blend that Kelly, who I mentioned earlier, took to completely transform her health and life. But before I tell you what PerfectBiotics is, I need to tell you what it isn't. PerfectBiotics is not a magic pill that promises everything but delivers little. Nor is it a crazy diet pill that's totally unhealthy, or a trick product that makes you feel less guilty while you continue all your bad habits. It is our customized probiotic formula used to promote excellent intestinal health, a solution which helps people just like you and me to achieve the freedom of true health. Now, before we go one step further, I need to be 100% honest with you. I hope you're not one of those people who are just looking for a quick fix or a miracle drug, something you already know will never, ever work for you in the long run. If that's you, and I'm trusting it's not, then you might want to leave this page right now, because there's no such thing as a magic wand. What is much more interesting is a proven product, like PerfectBiotics, that has been shown to deliver consistent results. Sure, there are no press-a-button ways to enjoy long-term health. But PerfectBiotics can give your body the good bacteria it needs to support better energy levels, good mood, sinus health, and weight loss. All potentially life-changing benefits for sure. Here's what others who have used this probiotic blend have to say. Patty says, I was on several different things for my indigestion, over-the-counter and prescription. Well, I'm off all of those right now. I don't take anything at all for that anymore. Sinuses were also giving me a problem. I don't have any issues with that anymore. In the morning, it used to be horrible, and now I'm feeling really good and can breathe, and it's a good thing. My nails are great, they're stronger and actually not breaking. And then there's Jan, who said, I was having a lot of pain in my joints, feet and knees. I was having difficulties walking. I took one drop before bed and woke up the next morning able to walk with no pains. So it was quite miraculous and made a big impression on me. It's been cumulative to where I'm having no pain now. I'm really grateful for that. I can't help but wonder if it's done that much that quickly in the area of inflammation, where it was really specific to me, how much it was affecting other organs and systems as well. I'm just grateful and excited to see what my future holds as I continue the progression with these drops. Let's take a look at what's inside the PerfectBiotics formula. It's one of the only formulations in the world that combines the 12 highest quality probiotic strains into one powerhouse formula, giving it the unique ability to potentially enhance the body's natural ability to fight off invaders, improve digestion, lower inflammation responses, enhance nutrient absorption, help manage lactose intolerance, reduce allergic response, and strengthen the immune system. PerfectBiotics is taken in liquid form. All you need to do is take 4 drops, twice a day. Nothing could be more simple. The use of the drops is another reason why PerfectBiotics is superior. Other probiotics on the market are usually delivered in pill or capsule form, but because the stomach is an extremely acidic environment, this is a huge problem. While these products might theoretically deliver a lot of healthy bacteria, they never actually do so in practice. The fact that they're in a capsule form actually prevents them from ever making it to your gut alive. The reason is that they get destroyed by acid on their way. They die before arriving to your gut and performing their important role. Well, PerfectBiotics is specially designed as a liquid to solve this problem. Humarian research have documented in-house trials simulating stomach acid, in which PerfectBiotics survives the acid environment, whereas the top competing brands do not. That's what helps probiotics promote the growth of good bacteria and remove that bad, toxic bacteria. And if you were wondering, it tastes simply delicious, so those few drops go down really easily. Plus, it's completely natural and gluten-free. In sum, PerfectBiotics is a super simple but extremely powerful way to ensure your digestive system, not to mention your overall health, is in top form. Now, perhaps you're worried that PerfectBiotics, with all of its amazing qualities, might cost you an arm and a leg. And in all honesty, it probably should cost a pretty penny, given what it can do. The bottom line is this. The regular price for PerfectBiotics is only $247. Really, a bargain when you think about what it provides in terms of overall vibrant health. Yet that price is not for you. Today, I have a much more interesting offer, so keep watching. But first, I feel like you deserve to know why I'm offering you such a massive discount today. Let me share my vision with you. It's a cause I'm inviting you to join today, along with thousands of satisfied users of PerfectBiotics, people who are ready to reinvigorate their energies and finally feel good after years of being tired, sluggish, and sick. A few years ago, I set myself an inspiring goal. I dedicated myself to helping at least 1 million men and women get back their lives that had basically been stolen from them through poor digestive health. Can you imagine this with me? All those glowing, happy people who were once suffering but now have hope. I decided that I absolutely need to let as many folks like you join in on this cause. A cause I call, You Deserve the Best. The good news? That means a much lower price for you because I want you to join the cause. And I don't want finances to stop anyone. This means you won't even come close to paying the regular price for PerfectBiotics. Not even close. So your investment today will not be $247. Not even half that. Not even $97. Your total investment today for a 1-month supply of PerfectBiotics will be the incredibly low price of $67. Have a look below this video right now. Click on one of the orange Add to Cart buttons below to lock in your discounted price today. And listen, you don't even have to decide right now. Why not take advantage of my no-hassle, money-back guarantee? Just try Perfect Biotics for 60 days, and if you don't like our product for absolutely any reason, I'll refund you every single penny you invested. Just send the empty bottle back before the 60 days are up, and we'll return your money. No questions asked. No hard feelings. Look below right now. Click on one of the orange buttons that say Add to Cart and lock in your discounted price today. Just have a look at what Kelly had to say about this proprietary probiotic. I would highly recommend it to someone else. I've been recommending it to other people. I think other people are sometimes afraid to take a step, a leap of faith. And I'm here to say it works. It helps. You'll feel great, I promise. Remember, it's not just a fantastic bargain you'll be receiving today. You'll be joining my You Deserve the Best cause, and you'll even make some wonderful new friends along the way. Like-minded folks like you who are dedicated to making the world and everyone's guts more healthy. For instant access to everything, click on one of the orange buttons that say Add to Cart now. Here's what will happen the moment you click the button below this video. First, you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page, which looks like this. As soon as your purchase is complete, we'll rush your order in the mail to you. Yeah, it's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with your health issues far too long. If you decide not to take action today, it could very well lead to more despair and frustration and continued suffering through possible fatigue, weight gain, depression, and sinus issues. You can start addressing these symptoms by taking action today, just like Kelly did. Picture right now the moment you finally end the suffering and regain your life and your health. Imagine the freedom of it all. You are living a turbocharged, healthy lifestyle and enjoying every second of it. You feel alive, full of energy, hope, and optimism. Yes, it's true. Your poor health up until today has largely been no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to in the past about quick fix solutions. Well, today is your day. The day to claim your power and take responsibility. Try Perfect Biotics for 60 full days on me and see the results you desire, or you pay nothing. Immediately after you buy today, we'll rush your order to you. Remember, Perfect Biotics is a super simple but extremely powerful way to help out with fatigue, depression, weight gain, and allergy problems. You really shouldn't put this decision off 1 minute longer. Here's why. First, I can't promise I'll keep these prices so low forever, but also because you deserve to give yourself the gift of feeling great and living the long, healthful, joyful life you totally deserve. So, do the only smart thing you can do. Take advantage of this limited time offer and choose the wise, sane, and savvy path to radiant health, starting right now. Click the Add to Cart button below right now, and let's start you watering your intestinal garden today.